25 interesting facts about New York City. Number 1. New York City has a population of a little over 8 million. In other words, 1 in every 38 Americans resides in a city. Number 2. New York metropolis is the most linguistically diverse city in the world, with more than 800 languages being spoken there. A language other than English is spoken in 4 out of 10 homes. Number 3. New York City is the city outside of Asia with the highest concentration of Chinese residents. There are more Jews living there than in any other non-Israeli city. Number 4. In 1789, New York City was chosen as the country's first capital. Number 5. The New York Times inspired the naming of Times Square. Longacre Square was its previous name up until the Times relocated there in 1904. Number 6. Brooklyn's borough would be the 4th largest metropolis in the country by itself. Queens would come in 4th place overall. Number 7. In 1895, the first pizza restaurant in the country debuted in New York City. The pizza principle was coined by economists as a result of the price of a slice of pizza being about equal to that of a subway journey since the 1960s. Number 8. After World War II, the UN's headquarters were established in New York City. Number 9. The second biggest library system in the U.S. behind the Library of Congress, the New York Public Library has about 50 million volumes and other things. It ranks 3rd in terms of size among all libraries. Number 10. The greatest gold reserve in the world is kept at the Federal Reserve Bank in New York City. The vault, which houses $90 billion worth of gold, lies 80 feet below street level. Number 11. For its centennial celebration in 1886, France gave the United States the Statue of Liberty. The monument took 4 months to build at its current location on Ellis Island after being transported in 350 sections within 214 containers. Number 12. In the 19th century, oysters were so well liked in New York that Pearl Street's foundation was laid with oyster shells. They also served as a source of lime for the Trinity Church's stonework. Number 13. The New York City subway system has the most stations with nearly 470 stops. In China, Shanghai ranks as second highest in terms of stations, with Beijing in 3rd place. Beijing is also the busiest and has the longest route length. Number 14. New York is a small state with only 1% of the America's landmass. However, it contributes 8% to the country's economy, which means it's important for businesses in this state to have access to fast and reliable internet. Number 15. Around 20,000 people are buried in Washington Square Park. It was in 1797 that the devastating epidemic of yellow fever occurred and graves were dug during this time. Number 16. Central Park is the largest and most important public park in Manhattan. In 1856, 340 acres of land was purchased for $5 million. 20 years later, the park finally opened on a warm spring day. Number 17. Did you know that a taxi medallion in New York City once peaked at over $1 million? A taxi medallion is a permit that allows taxicab drivers to operate in the city. Number 18. New York City is a pet heaven. The residents own an estimated 1 million pets, including some 600,000 dogs. Now that's roughly the population of Louisville or Baltimore. Number 19. The New York Police Department is one of the largest police forces in America. It employs more than 35,000 officers. Number 20. One of the most known waterfalls in the world, Niagara Falls, is on the border between Canada and New York State. Number 21. Adirondack Park in New York is larger than any other national park in the U.S. outside of Alaska. The park covers an area of 28 million acres. Number 22. The world's financial lifeblood flows from New York City with the headquarters of the NYSE and the Nasdaq. The city contains the world's two largest stock exchanges by total market capitalization of listed companies, so there's no doubt that it has a strong effect on global trade. Number 23. The most renowned historic hotel in New York City, the Waldorf Astoria, is located over a hidden railway stop called Track 61. The railway station was constructed in the 1930s for former U.S. President Franklin Roosevelt's covert access to the hotel. Number 24. The greatest Chinese population in the Western Hemisphere is concentrated in Manhattan, New York City. In this area, 150,000 Chinese people inhabit a 2-square-mile area. Number 25. New York first made license plates mandatory for new cars in 1901. However, early license plates in the U.S. were made by individual owners, with their initials, rather than state-issued. In 1903, Massachusetts issued the first state-issued license plate. If you want to see more videos like this one, please subscribe, turn on post notifications, and make sure to hit that bell icon.